I'm viping.
Whoa. Good morning, everybody.
Let's go.
New to the new market check intro as well. Welcome, guys, to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by BB. As always, you guys know the drill. There is no second best live YouTube stream to talk about the markets. And yeah, it's always great to talk about markets when they're kind of just in this perpetual state of marauding higher. At least that has been really the case for ETH for the last few weeks, right? I mean, it feels like just yesterday that we were trading at 2,500.
Dude, that was like,
now we're at
now we're like
what's next, guys?
That Ibiza final boss guy, that was, he made that for us. Yeah. We hit him up and he made that for us. Yeah.
I love that. No, I loved the intro this morning, guys. And just if you are a first-time market check enjoyer, maybe you aren't, you should recognize our faces by now. But if you aren't, I'm Tommy. You also know me as Snorlax. I'm joined by Tucker, Jackus, and of course, Max. Welcome to you guys as well. Before we can talk about the market, right, and I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about ETH and ETH adjacents today, what that means for Bitcoin and things like Solana as well. I'm going to ask if you guys can hit that like button for us. If you liked the intro today, hit the like button. If you if you like the ETH prices, hit the like button. If you just want to support us, maybe even just keep us on this stream so you can keep hating on us, hit the like button. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about the market, because ETH, once again, I mean, it had a squeeze post close yesterday, and instead of, you know, retracing, it ended up making even higher highs into New York Open today. So I mean, just kind of this relentless bid on ETH, which is not surprising. I mean, we've heard about all of the ATM offerings that some of these treasury companies, specifically Tom Lee, are you know, getting into or raising rather for Ethereum USD, which has seen great price appreciation here, not just this week, but over the last few weeks. And this pretty clearly looks like a breakout of 4K. I guess the question is, you know, how are we going to trade around a higher time frame, right? Are we going to just keep ripping? Are we going to chop for a bit now that we've broken out near all-time highs? Like, what is next for the market? I think that's kind of all what we are asking. And then at the same time, you know, when are we going to see some of this beta get a little bit more breath? You know, like breathing into the market, literally. You guys know I hate to say that word, but right now it's kind of just the ETH show. Even Bitcoin has taken a backseat. I think Bitcoin has given us an inclination that it wants to continue to trade higher as well. But at least here in the near term, it has just been the ETH show. I have to think maybe when we get a lower time frame pullback, because we haven't gotten one on ETH since we broke out, that might be when you would start to look to see that breadth expand. Maybe that's closer to all-time highs. It's kind of surreal that we're even saying that. Like ETH is, I think, what, 200, 250 bucks away from its previous all-time high, from previous cycle high. Some contextual significance to where we're trading right now, guys. But I'd love to talk about it, to talk about some altcoins that we think are going to catch that rotation first. I mean, just kind of looking at my watch list. Link has obviously been very strong. Have to mention that. Hyperliquid's been very strong. I think these will be some of the better performers as ETH continues this high time frame breakout. But it's kind of like Jackus and I made a comment about it yesterday afternoon, and Jackus made a comment about it this morning. I know there's such this hesitancy to embrace the pump, because ETH has burned us so many times. But this certainly feels, one day it will be different. Is this that time? We're going to discuss on today's show. But how are we doing, guys? What are we seeing? What are we seeing in the markets today?
Well, things just continue to look really strong. You know what? I asked Jackus this before the stream. So Jackus, what is with everybody on my X being like, "Ooh, no one will be prepared for the pullback. Just wait till the pullback. Everyone's going to be caught just euphoric and they're going to get rinsed," And it's just like, I feel like people have genuinely grown so cynical and pessimistic that they can't even enjoy a little like Tom Lee squeezeroni like when it happens, like we live for the perma bid, like we live for the CNBC shilling. And then it finally happens and like we break out of, I don't know, we're flirting with a breakout of all-time high, but at least like trending towards a 4.5-year range breakout. And I don't see a lot of people that excited. Like there's a few people out there that are like, okay, like I stayed strong, like I'm ready for it, but I see a lot more skepticism, I don't know how that resolves. And I know that like rinses do happen, but I'm still not seeing like the crazy signs of a top. Like I'm seeing open interest climbing. Yes. I'm seeing funding still like tame enough. But yeah, I don't know. Like it looks strong. I wouldn't fade this, man. Like there's some big boys on the buttons right now, clearly. So things look good.
We are seeing a consecutive 3-digit million inflows in the ETH ETFs. That's never been.
This rally will fail just like all the rest, Jackus.
Yeah. We were saying, Max asked me before the show, like, why are people still like, oh, ETH will pull back, better be aware. It's like, yes, it will. But we have broken out of nearly 5-year-long institutional accumulation range to the upside. What everyone is feeling is this bear market PTSD, where people have been conditioned to believe that every this rally will fail like all the others. Like you cannot enjoy this pump because you know that even like it's a protective mechanism in ourselves. It truly is, because you are scared to get excited because you know that if you do that, the market would punish you again and you would feel like shit. So you're protecting yourself against those feelings by not getting excited. Like I get it. I totally get it. But again, the facts are we have just broken from a institutional range. It's never been bigger range in ETH in history. The market is the ultimate arbiter of truth, and it's telling you where it wants to go. Also, what people forget, and I keep saying this, is that it didn't spend 1,500 days here, down there, below 4K, just to distribute in 150 days. No, it will take way longer. So forest through the trees, guys.
Yeah. No, I think it looks great too, Jack. It's like you just now gotten your breakout, haven't quite tested all-time highs yet, but yeah, I mean, there's no, especially with like the weekly close we put in, like at 4,200. What?
All-time high on ETH is a meme. This cycle, it ain't about all-time high. That level, is nothing. It means nothing. It's been all about 4K, and that level has been broken out.
Yeah, the septuple top.
That's it.
When people say septuple top, it makes me think of the meme with like the inverted chin,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, septuple top collars, no chin.
Like the all-time highs, yes, maybe liquidity level, maybe some people, but like it's all been about 4K. You've just broken that to the upside, and you better get along or you'll pay the price. That's it. Like bears just died. It literally is on the chart. This is not a 1-hour chart. This is a 4.5-year long charts. You don't fade those. You fade when this happens on hourly, but not on the weekly. And this is where people make mistakes.
But Jackus, you're gonna get so caught off sides when we pull back. Like you are just euphoric, and like this rally will fail like the rest, and like it's the bear market, like one more sweep of the low, like just Have you studied the ICT equal lows at 1300? I don't. You must have missed them. You know.
1 hourly leg higher and then bear market is the best I can do.
So everybody's commenting on my look today. Thank you guys for the look.
Nice.
Let me. Yeah.
I swear these guys, these traders with the one leg higher and then it's a bear market, that's the most cringe thing this entire cycle, and I hate that word because it got overused, but
It's the
literally
feminine
that.
urge to call the cycle top every time we move up.
Yeah. And you hedge yourself. It's like you're trying to call a cycle top, but you hedge yourself with like 1 leg higher, but then it doesn't do it. So you hedge yourself again, and you do that again, and they keep doing it.
Yeah, if you want to just stay delta neutral all the time and break even no matter what happens, you can do that. You know, there's a perfect meme for that. It's like always hedged, sleeps well at night. I make money no matter what happens. You know, that guy. So guys, I switched my desk to a standing desk because my back has been bothering me because I think my chair is terrible. And I think I just got on the other side of like a hangover because I was at a bachelor party for a college buddy over the weekend. So yeah, I'm feeling better today. Definitely, I think it's out of my system. No, I'm not 5'4". I'm like 5'1.5". So I don't know why you think I'm 5'4". No, I'm not a hair over 5'1". No, I mean, I think that's generous. That's like 5'1" with shoes on too. Yeah, I'd say maybe even more like 4'11", you know, but we'll see.
Have you seen this, Max? Have you seen this?
Is Max the guy that on the series you? Oh,
Yeah.
like the serial killer guy?
Yeah.
That guy? Joe Goldberg?
Yes.
Joe, is that you?
Yeah, I don't think I'm that guy. I don't think so. I don't think I'm Joe Goldberg.
I don't even joke about being that guy.
Once in a while, the comments, they always think I look like somebody. They're like Fastbender, or there was one other guy I can't remember. And I guess now Joe Goldberg, but I still don't see it, but that's okay. You guys still haven't seen Jackass. He looks like Tom Brady.
Yeah,
You wouldn't believe it.
He does look like Tom Brady, dude.
Jackass's net worth would immediately jump to 100 million if he doxed himself because he's that handsome, but he won't do it.
That's true.
He's standing in his own way by hiding, but I get it. Jackass he'd be speaking at conferences and like,
this is me.
Yeah, they'd have Jackass on CNBC. They'd be like, who's this exotic, handsome guy with that crazy accent who just knows everything about the markets? But he prefers to just live in the shadows.
Yes.
He looks like Tom Brady. I don't know
really
how else.
He
Looks like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But like stronger legs because he's a soccer player, you know?
Yeah.
That's definitely not me.
He's a liar. It's him.
About.
He's a liar. That's what he looks like. All right, Jackass face reveal when Bitcoin hits 1 million. All right. That's all we need to have happen, okay?
That's fair, Jackass. Come on now.
That's fair.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So we did get a nice super chat here. Thank you, Joe, for the $20. Super nice.
Now, wait, this is a good comment.
No, Jackass is from India. Okay.
At this point, I'm from everywhere. I've been Russian, I've been Thai, I've been Indian, I've been from Italy, I've been from maybe I do not know, man.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to the super chat here. So thank you, Joe. Any chance we can get the chef cooking the frog alpha? I mean, that's pretty generous super chat. That's a pretty generous one.
All right.
I like how got him.
Yeah.
He's nuts. Got him.
I like how if you just like aren't terminally online, you just won't understand a lot of the humor of this show.
Mhm.
You'd just be so confused. Like
It
if
is what
you
it
were like
is.
60 years old and like not really familiar with meme culture and haven't been on CT every day for like 4 years, you would tune in and just think like everything would be going over your head completely.
Mhm. Yeah.
One sec though. I feel like I need to back up my Twitter profile because I'm getting spammed that someone is trying to break my Twitter. So in case you see some random shit from me, then be careful. But yeah, let me do that, man.
The frog.
I've gotten so many scam. I just got a text right now from Ledger allegedly. And I get one from Coinbase like every 2 days, and it's like, please confirm your like withdrawal code. And I'm like, okay, I have like $4 in Coinbase. Go ahead and take it. You know.
Yeah.
Chef, what do you think about some frog analysis?
Yeah.
I'll do that. Just give me 1 sec, man.
Okay,
That's,
okay. Guys, while he's doing this, do us a solid. Hit that like button. That's all you got to do. Hit that like button. Super easy. And you know what? Furthermore, I feel like there's a lot of you guys that type in the stream every day manually and don't even subscribe to the channel. And here's the thing,
How
and the
dare
reason I
you?
know that is because I do the same thing. Like I watch a lot of YouTube golf, and like I don't even subscribe to like Bryson DeChambeau, and I watch all of his videos. Don't be like me, you know.
Max,
Be
I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you.
yeah. Like when I have lunch every day, I'll like look at Bryson or like Grant Horvat or something, and just watch him stripe it while I'm eating my sandwich. And I don't even like I don't like the videos, and I don't subscribe, and like it's wrong, you know. Like I should do that. But yeah, be better than me, you know. Like do us a solid. There's probably like 100 of you that just don't even subscribe yet. Just hit the subscribe button or the like button.
A lot of highs untaken on Pepe, as Franco pointed out. Look at that. A lot of them.
Let me spoil the analysis here. Okay, here's the thing with Pepe. You're not going to be able to explain why it pumps one day, but like you're just going to wake up one day and it's going to be up 14%, and that's the start of the melt. That's it. And it won't have to do with like anything. It'll just be Wintermute finally decided to not be delta neutral anymore. Not saying that they would never do that, but I'm just saying it's just going to rip. Tommy's smirking. What do you have to say, Tommy?
Now imagine thinking Wintermute wouldn't claim they were delta neutral. Obviously. They're
No. All right, Chef.
Let's see it.
Tell me about the sweep of the lows that are coming.
one more leg higher in the bear market.
You don't even realize if that happened, you might never see me again. Like I would just disappear. Everyone would be like, "What happened to Max?" And then they'd be like, "He went clinically insane. We had to check him into an institution." So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Hopefully, nobody wants to see that.
No one wants
Yeah,
to see me
so-
in a straitjacket. Let's put it that way.
When talking about Pepe, you always have to take into account ETH, and I understand that currently, lots of people can be like, "Oh, what's going on? ETH is pumping, Pepe is not pumping. The correlation is broken. Let's dump all my Pepe." And I suppose good luck, but that might not be the best decision that you can do. So let's look at the data. I was discussing this yesterday after the yesterday, Monday, after market check, and I was like, Max, don't worry, it's coming. Stay mentally sane.
I had my entire bag in Uniswap ready to sell. I was shaking on the button, and Jackus said, Max, you don't want to do that. And I said, Jackus, I'm about to panic sell. And he said, Max, don't do that. Let me explain. Like, I was right there, guys, the whole thing. You would have seen the candle. Okay. Jackus saved me, and he's going to save you right now.
Max is not selling here. Trust me. He would rather go down with the ship than ever sell.
That's true.
But
I prefer to be a community member.
Yeah.
That's where I'm comfortable.
Way better. But yeah, it's important to realize that it always takes time for ETH beta or generally alts to catch up, and then they can really do it from like nowhere, like literally a random level. Because even if we look at the September 23 and March 24 moves, right? Then you'll still see a correlation between the two a lot, right? You'll still see that one moves up, the other moves up. When one moves down, the other moves down. But the magnitude can differ oftentimes, and that's what you need to take into account. Sometimes you need to take account into, sometimes the pump is being postponed. I think it's actually really good, the fact that ETH right now is pumping on its own. And I was saying it this entire range, like, we all want the ETH beta to pump, but if we all just bid the ETH beta, then the alpha never pumps, and that limits the ETH beta. So it's actually very healthy that ETH gets pumped, and it gets pumped first, because I can cherish that, because I know it's coming, and I have way more patience than most of you. That's just reality after being here for so long, and all of you just stressing out the hourly time frame. But you can learn that skill too after being here for a few years. No. Few months isn't that. You'll not learn this in a year. You need years. That old meme, like 3 weeks in crypto versus 3 years in crypto. When there is Elon Musk jumping around after Trump won the the presidency, and then there is the son of Trump, Baron Trump, and he's just like smiling. He sees all that unfolded to that point. But anyways, back to Pepe and ETH. As you can see, ETH has been running a lot from the lows here, while Pepe also went up. It went up nicely, but it didn't really go parabolic as as like that. Nothing beats the March pump. And it happened literally when ETH was like in the middle of nowhere. I'll go down on the daily, so it's more clear. But when it started to move here, again, look where ETH was. It wasn't even breaking this little high. It wasn't breaking this key high. There was, I'll put a full chart down there. But this wasn't this right here. That was no level. We weren't even breaking like this high, right? It was just in the middle of nowhere. And suddenly the market was like, all right, time to pump the risk. And meme coins are a risk always, even good ones. That's just, even ETH is a risk, just a different kind. And so that happens at a random time, pretty much. But then again, Pepe catches up on all the upside, right? And then look at these moves, right? Very correlated again. Even here, right? Like you can see local top, one pulls back, right? Pepe pulls back. Then there is a push. Again, Pepe pushes up above high. ETH pushes up. Then there is a pullback, right? So as you can see, they are correlated. They are very correlated. The correlation did not go anywhere, just like here. Just that the magnitude differs, right, on each of these pumps. Like, let's break it down. Let's look at this pump, right? You see Pepe selling, and then there is a pump, right? Look at them. Both go up here together. The magnitude differs. ETH breaks highs, Pepe doesn't here, right? Then all sell off, or both sell off, and then look at the low, right? So that can happen sometimes, and then you will see a repricing to its fair value. I was telling to BB members that I think here and even here again that I do think it comes. It might not come like straight away, and you need to be ready to wait for it. Like you need to take it into account that you never know how long this can take. I was also saying this. Look at this current range, right? It's going up, it's going down. Well, look at this ETH range, right? We sold off here, and it was clear to me that this should be the bottom, and this in September too. And if you guys know, we've been buying these lows, right? But then I could not have predicted how long this range is going to take. You can never do that. You can never do that. The market, and it was a clear range. The market could have gone up already here, but it decided it's time to do 2-3 more sweeps. And obviously, the 200 are 20-year-old traders living in their mom's basement, showing $1 P&Ls. They will tell you how it was obvious and always in the chart, but in reality, it's not. What's in the chart, what you can do is understand the discount that's being presented during this range, but you can never tell exactly how many of these, I call it the harmonic, going to the side sometimes. You can never tell how many of these there will be, but then the market picks up and goes up, right? The same thing can be here, just on Pepe. The market, unfortunately, I have to break it down to you. I may differ with this on Max, but Pepe can do this again, and maybe even again, and it doesn't have to. But I'm in no worry that when the time comes, it's going to pump a lot. And as I said before, I have lots of patience for this, and I do not mind waiting. And I know what's coming because I always look at the forest above the trees. This to me is trees. This to me is forest. And so I'll patiently wait for that. One more thing that I want to, One more thing that I want to add to this is that what confuses so many people actually this entire cycle is and we discussed this a few times, is the December, Trump pump, whatever you want to call it. This was Coinbase listing too. For most people, the best thing to do is really trying to hide it because it confuses them. So you kind of rather want to see this as a range, right? You want to see that just like ETH, it's been in a range. ETH had a deviation down. It's not like perfect, but you get the idea. Maybe we can move this slightly higher, right? And so what is going to happen here is that ETH will continue to chat. Pepe might do again, not much for some time still. You need to be ready for it. You need to be ready we are probably going to pump above this high. It's going to get exciting again, another drop. Doesn't have to happen. I know. But be ready for it. But then one day we're ready, and Pepe will follow up. It will be time. It will be like, he's still holding. We cannot wait any longer. Flips the switch, and that's going to be like this. And so you need to have the mental capacity to wait for it. And I think it's coming. And I think Pepe will once again catch up on ETH, just like it has here on the grand scheme of things, and it will be there. So yeah, that's kind of the way I see it.
Well, that was a great cook, Chef. Joe, hopefully that was worth the $20, man. That was exquisite. Do you really think it's going to take another couple months of chop, or is it just something you're prepared for? Like, what do you really think will happen?
I do think it will take maybe a month or two. Like I could see again the price pumping above this high. Again, something like this, but probably not longer than that. I think it probably should come in Q4. I hope not. I hope we go straight away. And again, you cannot know that. But if you hold something else that pumps, the best way to stay positioned in the market while taking profits at the same time is taking profits on the stuff that has already pumped and then putting it on something you have a great conviction on, like here, and then you can ride it twice, basically. So we'll see.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'd like to see that start, before we get to September, kind of, Jack is right. Or if it is going to be a Q4 thing, like, do you think we set a higher low type of situation, or do you think we just go sideways through September?
Nobody can tell you that, not even me. The market can do this, doesn't have to. It can be ready already, and we just go straight. Like it's clearly in a range. Whether you take it from here or just the local one. And in ranges, you never know how long they take. The most brutal things the delta neutral market participants can do in a bull market is that they can push it sideways longer than you can remain in that position. And you will chase something else. And then that's the time. Because when I said he's still holding, we cannot wait any longer. He will not be the one still holding at that time because you FOMO'd something else. So that's why being all in onto something never works out, because there are thousands of ways to fuck it up if you are all in onto something. And it really, like not saying it cannot work, but most of the times people fuck it up due to psychology. And if we are not at 300 likes by now, I'm never coming back. So you better do it.
I don't even want to look. Let me see. 147.
Not even half of the audience. That's pretty sad.
Not even half. So someone help me understand the math. So there's 330 people on YouTube, and there's 147 likes. So that means like what, 170 of you have just no appreciation for the stream.
Jack, just pull up a random agricultural commodity, please. HG.
Wait, which one is it?
What do you?
I know. Or do you mean this one?
They don't deserve soybeans. No, they don't. Don't give. They like soybeans.
Go to futures. Okay, go to futures. No, just click the tab and then click get out of currencies in USA, and then click categories, agriculture, and then just go to them.
All right, this is verifying the secret stuff. I see.
Yeah.
What is
guar seed futures?
Sounds good.
Oh, that looks like a bullish chart, honestly. That looks like TRX or something. Yeah.
All right.
Should we buy some guar seed futures?
On the weekly, just do nothing.
It does look like TRX did. How did that resolve? Eventually up, yeah.
I feel like that's gonna rocket higher eventually. Maybe one more sweep of the lows on guar seed futures, but
guar seed. What is a guar?
You wouldn't get it.
Is it like a different version of a soybean?
I actually don't know what a guar is. I've never heard that before.
But
you don't know what that is?
Yeah, it looks like a soybean.
Is it cigar? Ciguar?
Was there tobacco futures?
Oh, I'm sure. There has to be. I haven't even looked, though. It's a good question.
I don't believe you, Tucker.
No, I literally haven't looked. Hold on, but I'm about to, Tommy.
Tobacco, British American Tobacco Industries, but it's not futures. British American Tobacco Futures.
There you go.
Bullish on nicotine. Okay.
After the past 2 years in crypto, you probably,
Why does that look like ARK?
I actually think ARK looks pretty good.
Should
But-
take a look at ARK.
Yeah, you will see something.
Oh,
Oh no.
You're telling me a recovery is possible.
I'm
That's
telling
a
you, we live
crazy
in a
chart.
simulation.
Does look kind of bullish.
Yeah.
Just wait till Kathy launches like some crypto ETF shitcoin.
Or like a
Index.
treasury company.
Dude, she is gonna launch like the biggest grift altcoin ETF of all time. It's gonna have like all the worst altcoins all bundled together into one, and they're gonna
Like
catch a huge
Dog
bid.
with a hat.
Like what?
Like dog with a hat.
That
Litecoin?
if Kathy Wood launches a dog with hat ETF, that's the top. I won't do any analysis. I'll just be hitting the red button.
Sounds fair.
There's no more analysis needed than that.
I think you do have to hit the red button in that case.
Dude, I'm not
I feel like ARK
5'1",
could
I'm
launch a treasury
4'11". We've talked about this.
411.
Yeah.
I mean, how can people see this chart and like not acknowledge DA or fractals? Like how? How? I don't get it.
Because they're macro bros.
I suppose.
They need some they have to have technical analysis to justify market moves. That's probably the answer. Some form of rational logic to justify everything so that afterwards they can be like, it was so obvious in hindsight. How did you miss it? Crazy how these people never
It took
make
like 40, 50 years for people to trust stocks and value investing. It's probably going to take like 50 years, maybe less, who knows, for people to trust DA. More, on a broader scale, not just, few of us, but like people in traditional institutions and stuff like that. Because people thought that stocks are a scam 100 years ago.
Do you think
Just
Tom
like
Lee
that-
is a TA respecter?
TA respecter?
No,
Tom
I
Lee.
don't. I think he's a slightly more tamed version of Michael Saylor.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like, dude, here's the thing is Michael Saylor doesn't care about your like MACD cross or like your sweep of the high or like your liquidations, man. He's just shoving.
He's just buying the top. That's it.
Yeah. And like
he
I
will do
get
that
it.
again.
Like I get it to a degree. And when you have that kind of money and like that long term of a vision and that high of conviction
And those big balls.
and those giant or ball, your big ball, and like I get it, but imagine if Jackus had been like consulting MicroStrategy on like when to buy Bitcoin this whole time, what their average cost would be.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
dude, it would be 50% lower than it is right now. You know, if you had like a seasoned TA guy who understands Bitcoin, like directing you when to shove billions, oh my goodness, man.
At this
Oh,
point, when you think about it, it's a surprising they don't hire them, right? Like, all right, you're gonna pay someone really, really good money to do that. You know, maybe just like you can like you can still decide for yourself, right? But I would say it's very beneficial to have his opinion, and it would not cost you as much, right? Like compared to the amounts of profits that MicroStrategy can make, because they probably would have doubled their revenue, or sorry, not revenue, but you know, the unrealized profits that they have if they placed their buys better. So like the cost of having a TA guy versus what you can make above that is just like crazy. But yeah, again, you know, like TA market, because again, what is TA? It's a visual representation of market psychology. It's a collective visual representation of how people, you know, had emotions on the chart, and that's why it works, and will always do as long as it's being traded by, you know, people with emotions. So
But that's a good point, Jack. Isn't most of the equity market traded by bots and algo stuff nowadays?
it can be, but someone still puts, you know, some prompt behind. Basically, that's one thing. That prompt can change as we go. So lots of the algorithmic companies are still competing each other, and even though you have it, you know, like my take is that there are still lots of people, I would say probably still the most, right? And just look at the most recent tariff dump. Lots of people said that we never had something like this in history, and therefore they are pulling back from US equity markets because it's too risky, right? That wasn't algorithmically driven or anything. No, those were guys with large hedge funds all over the Western world, you know, working it in even pensions funds and stuff like that. And they just pull back. And so that's a lot of emotions, because it's an emotional decision to say that, right? Or it's can be like even a logical, you know, it can be like you know, like you made some analysis behind it and you were like, all right, this has never happened before, we are not sure what's going to happen, I'm pulling, but you decided, you know, and that's where most of the money have been transferred. So it's still people pulling those triggers, and maybe that changes at one point, but I don't think it will. And there will be new markets where people, you know, jump money in again, and they will learn how to price those. So I think I'm not seeing that change anytime soon, actually.
Yeah, I think the increase in like algorithmic trading just kind of makes your human edge, that emotional edge, that much greater if you choose to use it.
True.
I mean, I don't think that we're at super intelligence yet. And I think a lot of we have a lot of sophisticated entities that are probably using either algorithms or AI, probably a combination of both, to try and trade the market. I mean, that can, for one, probably be exploited, but I also think that will make for more like irrational market moves, right? I mean, think about like 1987. Was that caused by human emotion? Well, a lot of it was largely driven by algorithmic de-risking and hedging. So
True.
I don't know. I actually think it's probably going to make price more volatile rather than less.
True that too, because also one thing that we've definitely seen over the past years, right, or decades, I would say, is that the access to information and access to trading is insanely more quicker. Like people read, like before it took days, weeks and months before people really grasped some information, before they made a decision. You had to call your broker and stuff like that, to change your positioning. Nowadays, everyone is on Twitter or the internet. You read it. Everyone goes to their toilet in the morning, reads the news, and then from that same phone you can log into your exchange and just market dump everything, based on emotion. Before, you couldn't do that. Again, you had some type of emotion. You had to call your broker. You had to face him because he was going to tell you, no, 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 don't sell now because I have this great information that is going to be otherwise, and maybe he convinced you to do otherwise, right? So, and nowadays you could say, hey, it's the influencers out there telling you, no, 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 it's not over yet. And then at the bottom, they'll tell you like, sell, 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 sell everything. So who knows? But still, if anything, what I was trying to say is that it makes for more violent moves nowadays than before, because before it took way more time to take action. It's sort of like in real estate, right? Like real estate is not affected directly from changes. It takes lots of years for real estate to fully grasp, something, because they are very illiquid. Like if you want to buy or sell house, it usually takes lots of months to go through all the paperwork.
You can't
like
panic sell your house,
you can, yeah, you cannot panic selling your house, and that's a feature. It's a feature in itself. So
soon you probably will be able to, though, right? Like liquid.
Dude, imagine buying houses on the panic sell. Like,
Dude.
I mean, that's
Somebody on
going.
the block is going to own your house because you need collateral for an impulsive ETH long at the top.
I mean, you have no, yeah, like that's such an exciting time going into the future, actually, when you think about it. And that's going to create even more emotional traits, right? So emotional control is still probably the most important aspect in markets. Like for example, Novo Nordisk that I just discussed today and a few times over. It's just people irrationally selling right now at insane discount. So yeah.
Mhm.
when do we think ETH finally puts in the all-time high? And I want to hear from each of you. Do you think it's going to do that super annoying sweep and then rejection, and we have to then deal with the local pullback? Or do you think it's going to be a swift, organized, Tom Lee orchestrated bust through 5K, go to like 5,600, and then we cool off kind of thing? So I guess just to be clear, first question is, when do we think it's going to happen? Which is the toughest part. And then second, what is the manner in which it does happen?
I think we could do it. I think we could do it before the end of the month. That's still 17 days from now. I think we have just here. Let me just.
Like when do we hit this all-time high? Or this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
40.
I think we hit it next week.
Next week.
Tommy,
Yeah,
you
that's
moon
not
boy,
far.
Tommy.
It's like 2 or
You're-
3% away now.
You're gonna be so caught off guard when we pull back. You don't even know, man. You just don't eat. Oh, you're gonna get rinsed.
I do think that we'll get some like small pullback before we get to all-time high, like a few hundred points to shake all-time high breakout longs out, and then I think we'll go probably next week.
So
What if
you're
we
in
hit-
favor of the next week's sweep and jeet of probably like 5K ish, and then we buy the local drop wherever it is, and then we go from there.
I think you buy
Like 48, 4,900 into 4,400, and then I think we start price discovery.
What if we hit it this week?
What if we hit
I
it
would love
today?
that too.
What if we hit it yesterday? What about
What if we
even
go
last
back in
week?
time and just erase
Yeah.
2024?
There's no
man?
time like the past.
What if something like this happens?
No, Jackus, relax. That's never happening. We'll never see a red candle again. All right.
I don't know. I personally keep going back to that Tesla price action from 2019, 2020.
Do you have an object tree you want to show me?
I have an object tree. I don't really want to show it. I don't want to jinx it so that it doesn't happen.
Tommy doesn't want to scare you guys, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to scare the hoes buying my ETH calls.
Are they moving for you yet, Tommy, or still too far?
They were moving a little bit last night. Yeah, finally.
Okay.
I
need you to
think,
document
yeah,
that trade, okay? Because when it hits, it's going to be like one of the legendary like BB archive plays, you know?
But if you're like not getting a 4K retest,
Oh,
I don't think you're getting a 4K retest. I really don't.
but if you're like not getting a 14K retest,
Oh, you said 14K.
because everyone here waited for 14K retest. It
what
was
would
dead
that level
and
be?
happened.
What would that level be for ETH Jackus? Can you zoom out a
4K.
little? That'd be just the 4K level. Okay. So what
It's
you're
like
saying is never below 4K again.
That's what I heard.
I said before, never below 3K again. Never below 3K again. And all of these, conspiracy theory traders, they're like, I'm bookmarking your tweet. You're posting such nonsense. There is a FPG and we are coming back down to fill it.
Oh, you're going to be sorry about making that prediction.
You know what my favorite is? You know what? I might have to block this account, but people love to go under my tweets and then tag at remind me of this, you know?
The reminder.
Yeah. Like, dude, it happens to me every week. Someone just tags at remind me of this in like 3 months. And I'm like, dude, I'm probably going to be wrong on it. Like, just leave me alone. Stop. No one cares. Like, what are you going to do? Like, come back to this and then be like, ooh, you were off, you know? Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
they're not going to come back if what the outcome they wanted didn't happen.
For sure.
But it's one more like higher end than bear market.
Yeah, there's some equal lows down there, Jackus. I'm not sure if you saw them, but they need to get hit. It's the interbanking algorithm, which will send it lower.
Oh, yeah, the IBDA price.
You
You heard about the IBDA? Interbank price delivery algorithm.
Look, the Matrix is going to pull the stream if you keep talking about it. Be careful.
Yeah, FBI's at my house right now. What else do we need to hit?
There was some equal lows at $1.
Oh, yeah, we didn't retest this demon, guys. It's fucking unreal.
Is that $5? $4?
Dude, if ETH went to $4, I would just shove. At that point, you've nothing. You have to.
Bro, if ETH is at $4, I've already lost everything.
Yeah, me too. I'm zeroed out.
You think we are going to $1,000 ETH? You're such a bull, man. We're going to $5. But enough of jokes, right? To both sides.
Who's joking?
Tucker, I haven't heard you say, when do you think all-time high for ETH?
Oh, I said before the end of the month. I don't know about next week. I mean, it's basically the third week of August, but I think before the end of the month. And then you get a pretty nasty September pullback, and then a pretty solid Q4, in my opinion. But
Mario, I just want to thank you for the love and support that you've issued here today. It's truly heartwarming. So thank you. Thank you.
Make sure to hit the like button, by the way.
Yeah, and don't
Yeah.
forget to keep waiting for the FVG fills down here.
And Mario, you should what you should do is you should quote tweet the stream and just call us idiots and hit the like button while you're at it. And then also buy BB Terminal. That'd be great too. I'm serious, man. No knock. Bro, that is just not correct at all. Like less than 20%. I would probably put it around like 50%, but our winners have been so much larger than the losses cumulatively that that's just kind of trading, you know? 20%? Dude, we wouldn't have a business. Like we wouldn't be here, you know? That's incredibly low. Be real, Mario. Be real. That's insane. That's just hate. That's just hate and cope, man. I've probably had like 6 calls this cycle, like 6 to maybe 10 things I've dabbled with. I think a couple of them have just kind of like fizzled out, like never really worked, didn't really do much. The rest, I'm like just chilling on, just waiting for the pop, It's crazy. It's crazy. Just a hater, man. At least hit the like button,
At least hit the like.
If you're gonna hate, at least hit the like button.
Jack just strong, man. It's got just this perpetual underlying bid on it. It's like, oh yeah, let me short let me call top on the asset that they're actively blasting billions of dollars into every single day. That on a relative basis are, if you just kind of compare ETH market cap versus Bitcoin, like the flows are 3 or 4 times, maybe even 5 times more influential on a relative basis. Let's short ETH, guys. Let's short ETH.
Please, literally short ETH. Please, I insist.
Here's the thing. I really don't. I hate to say things like this because it's always easy to say price will keep going up when price is going up, but from a derivative standpoint, funding still has not broken out the way that we've typically seen when ETH was trading at 4K. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that a lot of shorts have to unwind, not just directional shorts, because that's usually what most people think of when they're looking at OI. It's like, oh, well, OI on ETH is super, super elevated. I bet we're going to clap some directional shorts or we're going to clap some directional longs. It's a lot more sophisticated than that. Clearly this cycle, you have ETH BTC and Sol ETH trades that are actively unwinding. Sol ETH has literally given you no bounce for basically like 60% from the top at this point. Why do you think that is? It's because positioning is offside. It's not because you're seeing this massive sentiment unwind, although that's part of it. It's more the positioning unwind. We've basically lulled these massive funds that have been taking advantage of delta neutral strategies of Bitcoin outperforming ETH and Sol outperforming ETH. And they've had this slow grinding price action all cycle as people piled into the trade. And now those trades are unwinding. So I think that in addition to what we're seeing from TradFi bidding ETH, you just kind of have like this perpetual buy pressure that's coming in on ETH. And I don't know when it's going to stop, but I would not just assume that just because ETH is up a lot, that it is going to stop. And it's probably not going to stop until these pairs stop going up, or rather in Sol ETH's case, stop going down. That's probably a better gauge for when you should be looking for your ETH USD top, in my opinion.
I think that was a great point. I mean, Tommy, is there a way to actually gauge how much of the 2 to 3 year long short positioning has actually unwound and like how much is left? Or do we just kind of have to estimate? Like I've seen these charts floating around that are like record number of ETH shorts, but like I don't have access to that data.
Yeah, I don't know how you would quantify it necessarily. I'm sure there is some like backroom data that's way more sophisticated than, what we're going off of, but I'm just going to use ETH funding. as the example, like specifically on Binance futures, ETH funding, when it gets super overheated for multiple weeks, you're usually topping or in distribution, and funding still has not broken out, which is really encouraging for me, honestly. Because I remember talking about this back when ETH was like just below 4K. You know, we're still talking about there not being realistically that much funding. Yes, there's a bunch of people buying ETH on leverage through treasury companies, through all these different vehicles. I'm sure Tom Lee has some super convex call options as well.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's like our historical sign of froth in ETH has been funding for the entire cycle. And it has been very, very actionable. And we are really not that close to it at this point. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Things can change quickly. Obviously, froth tends to happen very suddenly, but we aren't seeing signs of that right now. And I think a lot of that has to do with, yes, you're seeing some longs come in, but I think you're also seeing a huge spot bid that's neutralizing funding. And you're also seeing, I think, some shorts puking as well. What is that? Is that Bitcoin?
Yeah, dominance is done, man. Look at that.
That's Bitcoin dominance that's actively traded on perpetual futures on Binance.
That's
You
wild.
didn't know? You didn't know?
And Bitcoin maxis are still telling us that it has to go back up and test the high, which I think is good. I was wondering if it could have, like last week, but I think the price action that we're seeing from ETH right now is really kind of putting that to bed.
You know what? I've cooked enough.
They got to hit the like button, man.
They won't hit the like button. Just hang it up.
Not gonna happen, Tommy.
Hang it up.
But-
You just...
But they will tell you how your success ratio is lower than 20%.
Dude, that's crazy that someone actually out there thinks that. Like, I can't tell if he's joking. I feel like he's serious. But
Who knows? I mean, but guys, have you not seen the 3 drive? It's over.
guys, should we talk about the thing?
Huh?
Well,
Not yet.
Well, hang
Although
on. I actually wanna sorry, say what you were gonna say first, Tommy.
No, I was just gonna say I have some hot takes about the flippening.
Really? Is this like the verbal version or equivalent of the object tree? Are you gonna share it, or is it too scary?
I'm not gonna share it now. Too ambitious.
Will you send it to me in a voice note that I can save and listen to every night before bed?
Please, Tommy.
Please, Tommy, pillow talk me about ETH bullishness. But listen, okay. So Tucker, I want you
fairy tale for grown men.
Can I give you something here, Tucker, and you can draw this on your chart?
What's the ticker?
I need you to make a pair for me, okay? But I need you to make an ETH market cap divided by Bitcoin market cap chart. So like the crypto cap ETH divided by crypto cap Bitcoin.
Market cap.
You might need to just type in, like literally just type in, or yeah, that's fine. And then you'll just have to do the same for ETH.
I did.
It's
already
done. Okay. So do me a favor, draw a range from that wick low in 2018 to the wick high. Like draw all of that as just like a giant range, right? Now, I want you to zoom out. If this valuation hits 1, ETH flips Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor and actually draw a range on this chart and put your 1618, 1414 on there.
Is there a... Oh, wow.
So all I'm going to say is, like, if this is a giant multi-year range and TradFi wants to just scam ETH higher just to make some money, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, when you look at it this way, you know, throw it in log mode even, you know, I don't know. Like, take a look at it. I'm just saying, like, that level up top gets hit and the flippening happens.
There is really no resistance on the scam downwalk on ETH.
Like, if I showed you this chart and I didn't tell you that the flippening was going to happen, I just said, like, where do you think this chart could go? You'd probably tell me it could sweep that range high, you know? If this was just like some random pair, you know, so like when you think about it like this, you know what I mean? Like maybe it doesn't happen, maybe it does. I don't want to catch all the heat online for saying it. I'm just looking at the technicals going, it doesn't seem that unrealistic, you know? If Tom Lee and the boys are on the buttons and they just don't care about your MACD crosses or your funding or anything, I don't know, man. I mean, they could crime this thing pretty high, and like you sweep that range high, and like you're getting real close. You know, you're
You'd
getting really close.
Yeah, you'd have to have ETH 3x versus Bitcoin. So, I mean, what, we're at 5K, 15K?
Where
I'm
is
just
ETH
looking at the
trading?
chart.
Where is ETH trading if Bitcoin dominance is at like 50 to 52% here in the next few weeks?
Tommy's gonna owe me a steak. That's all I know. Fat steak, ribeye, 85-day aged, medium rare, au gratin potatoes, maybe even a second side of fully loaded hash browns.
Oh my.
Broccoli with hollandaise. We'll start
is-
with some oysters and maybe some like foie gras, you know. We'll just hit the numbers, you know. That's what
I had foie gras. I thought it would be really good, but it's just like another French dish that
I think you
Sorry
just
if
don't
you
like
are
the French,
a
Tommy. I think
Maxi,
you just
but-
don't like the French. You just it's always the French, you know. Do you like French fries?
Of course I like French fries.
Okay, so the French can do some things okay. Do you like croissants?
Croissant.
Do you like cappuccinos? Do you like macchiatos?
Wait, Jackus, what were you saying about that Bitcoin dominance take?
That 52% is quite deep, but it's not quite 39%.
I can't give my final Bitcoin dominance prediction. Maybe
You
after
can't.
the show.
Tommy,
Maybe after the show.
please. Tommy, how many
No,
likes?
I mean,
How many
I
likes for
posted
the
it in
prediction?
Discord a few weeks ago.
How many likes for the prediction live on the show right now?
Yeah.
Give them a chance.
We did nail the top of Bitcoin dominance. I will say that.
And you nailed the top of Soul ETH.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to look similar.
Oh, is that a hint?
I think so.
They're gonna look similar.
Tommy,
At
we
least
only
like
have
short-term,
we have,
it's gonna look
we have
similar.
15 minutes left of the show, and we are at how many likes? We're at 280 likes. How many likes for you to just spill it?
How many are we at?
280.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. If you guys can get to like 333 numerology, bros, I'll give it.
333.
All right, guys. 333 likes. It's going to be worth it. Tommy's going to show you his object tree. He's going to flash
I'm not
you his
doing
object
that.
tree.
I'm not doing that, but
What are
I'll
you
give a number.
All right, he'll give you a number. I want to hear the number live on the stream. So if you guys, I'm going to get it either way after the stream. So it's really more for you guys. But we're going to have to run the likes up just a little bit. Tommy's stubborn, you know. He demands a lot from you guys.
Greedy Tommy.
Tommy, in the meantime, when is Per going to rip like a 50x?
Man, it's a great
I need an
question.
exact date.
Yeah,
Not
just
that
if you could fill out this form for me, that would be great.
Stop loss, leverage, take profit.
Yeah. And then I would also like a guaranteed rebate if you're wrong, so that you'll refund me.
It's a frustrating coin, but
So was Pepe.
it reminds me of Pepe. And I like that we've reclaimed 17 cents. I think if we lose 17 cents again, I'm probably going to have to reconfigure my relationship with with Per.
All-time high on ETH is 3% away.
Ooh.
This rally will fail like the rest.
You wouldn't get it, Jack.
You wouldn't get it.
I'd
Jack
love
is
to
so
tap
optimistic.
all-time high and then rinse all-time high longers right back into continuation up. If I were an asshole market maker, that's what I would do.
If you were Winter Puke.
No, then I would have to be delta neutral max.
Always.
Now, Liam, this is not exactly the truth. Let me scholar you. Do you have more than one email? If yes, you have more than one account, and you can always like from multiple accounts.
We're at
Just to make sure.
304.
It's a good point. It's a really good point. Guys, we're running out of time here. And
Yeah.
I want these numbers. Okay. I want to hear Tommy call for the death of Bitcoin dominance live on the show with hundreds of people watching live and thousands on the replay. I want him in the hot seat. And it's not that far away. You just got to hit that like button. I'll even do it on my phone right now. I'll log on. I'll do it. I'll hit the like button. I'll see what I can do.
And he's going to use 2 or 3 of his accounts too, by the way.
I'll help. I'll contribute. The question is, do you guys really want it or not? It's up to you. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. I just hit the like button. I don't think we're going to get there, man. I just don't know if they want it. They're not hungry enough.
Now, that's because you're a Chad, Manish. And we know it because you show up every day.
Where's Mario? Did he like it yet? Or did he FUD and then leave? I don't know what happened.
Let's see
I will
what
say I
we
think Sol is a decent short soon.
Tommy.
Back to 170.
We're at 320. Sol is a good short back to 170.
Yeah, I think the better entry is on a sweep of 205.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys.
But I don't even want to talk about shorting today, man.
I know.
I feel dirty for saying that right now.
Okay, so when they hit 333, Tommy, you're giving them your Bitcoin dominance target?
Yes. And I think that target hits probably in like the end of 2026 or even maybe 2027.
Well,
for the record, I don't think that we're going to hit this target within like the next 4 to 6 weeks. So clearly, I'm still in the extended cycle thesis camp. Sorry if you were wanting to be free from this market forever in like the next month.
That was me. Nothing would make me happier than a blow off to like 17K on ETH, and then the market craters for 4 years. I'd be euphoric.
Guys.
Did you get 333?
Yeah, they did it. They did it.
Tommy, they got 335. You're cooked. Pull up the chart. Show us where it's going.
I'm not going to pull up the chart.
What?
What? No, wait. You have to know.
Tommy.
That would be like, if I was a viewer and you do not pull up the chart, I would just like take my likes back. I would literally log into 3 of my accounts that I liked from, and I would dislike on all of them.
Well, that's what I was trying to clarify, whether he was just going to say a number or show the chart.
It was my understanding that since there's a visual aid attached to this show constantly, that we would be presented. We'd be with a full presentation.
All right, let me pull up my screen.
There we go.
They bullied me into it.
And you know what? While you're at it, just
Are you
just
not used to it?
punishment, I want to see the object tree too. Now you pissed me off. All right. Now, oh my, Tommy.
Oh,
Tommy.
It's like caveman
Oh.
seeing fire.
Oh my
Discovering fire.
goodness.
25%.
I mean, this would imply ETH gets Tom lead way higher than people think. We'd have to see an ETH flippening Bitcoin for this to happen.
Wait,
Right.
what is this fractal?
This is from Link, brother. This is Jackus probably will recognize this fractal because I've talked about it a lot, but
Yeah.
this is just Link. And this will, I mean, if this happened, that would be utterly hysterical, by the way, but
Look at this comment. That's hilarious.
I don't know. I think very long-term alt season adoption cycle. Alt season, right? Who knows what it looks like? It might just be ETH appreciating that much more against Bitcoin, but have to think eventually that's going to kick back into altcoins. Opium maxing.
That's fine. It's fine with me.
I mean, yeah, again, where is ETH trading if Bitcoin dominance is at this target in September?
I mean, assuming Bitcoin doesn't nuke and holds here, I mean, ETH would be at 6-7K at least.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, or others is about to mark up that much. I don't know if that's personally what I see, but I do think Bitcoin dominance is getting ready to really rip down.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, this is like, I think you still have a lot of disbelief, quite frankly, in the broader market rotation that's occurring right now. Bitcoin dominance maxis do not think it can possibly drop. So why not get a really sudden 10 to 20% drop on it?
That would be soul crushing, man, for a lot of people.
Mhm.
It would also be empowering and invigorating and epic for most of our audience, including me. I mean, that would be full blown alt season, man. Even that drop down to what, 51 ish.
Yeah.
I mean, we would see, there's no way Pepe doesn't launch if that happens. Like, there's no waiting, you know, that everything goes.
Yeah, I was kind of asking myself if we were like just doing this last week, but I think we're probably at the point where this should break down.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm very bullish on ETH USD. I will not share my object tree for ETH because I don't want to jinx it, but
That's fine. That's fine.
obviously I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
I hope that satiated the thirst for Bitcoin dominance, or hitting the likes, whatever you want to characterize it as. We hope you guys enjoyed the show today. I felt like that was a pretty good spot for us to wrap up, kind of just like hopium maxing. But there are going to be some Bitcoin maxis that if they see that screenshot, I think would probably block my account on the spot. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed Market Check today. It's the ETH show right now, right? We're going to see really how it continues to trade, and we are not that far away from new all-time highs on ETH. Sol made all-time highs this cycle, at least I think it did. At least in market cap, I know it did. Bitcoin has already made all-time highs. A lot of assets have made all-time highs this cycle, but ETH has not yet. Is this the beginning of the end, or the beginning of potentially, a much larger secular trend for this asset class? Find out not next time, but probably the next few times on Market Check. I'm sure we'll be talking about this conceptually a lot. But if you enjoyed the show today, we'll be back for another episode, not tomorrow, but Friday. to finish off the week. A reminder that we are live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with a typical start time around 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you hate the show, if you like the show, hit the like button, maybe even subscribe on your way out. We're very appreciative when you guys do that, and you help us continue to bring you this content throughout your work week. But yeah, also make sure to check out Market Talk, hosted by the legendary, the legendary King Wabi. That is live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to be doing a Mega Spaces tomorrow, so make sure to tune in for that. Get opinions from the team outside of Market Check. I feel like those have been really great shows over the last few weeks, so check that out as well. Yeah, before we officially bid you adieu, I think I said that right. I don't like the French, as Max pointed out. So I felt like it was fitting. I tried to use a French word. Before we officially say goodbye, I'm going to run a quick BB terminal commercial by you guys, because I think, based on the Bitcoin dominance stuff that I just showed, if that plays out, we're probably going to see on-chain get a whole lot crazier throughout this cycle. Whether your Bitcoin dominance target is 50, 40, 30%, maybe it's higher than here, right? I don't think the inevitable, I do think it is inevitable that you're just going to see more and more people gambling on chain and trying to find value on chain as well. I think just as much as we see people trying to gamble on meme coins, you see just as many people trying to believe in tech. Keat is a great example, right? Shout out to Prometheus. A lot of guys in our Discord nailed that one as well. So there's really just so much opportunity always on chain, it seems like. So yeah, make sure to check out the BB terminal. We just launched our brand new DGen page if you're looking for tools to potentially be able to give you an edge in those markets. We've got just the thing for you. So check that out. And yeah, that's it from us, though, guys. We hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll be back Friday. But until then, thanks again, as always. And of course, stay safe.
Tired of outdated trading tools, confused charts, dozens of tabs, endless stress? You're not alone. Introducing BB Terminal, your all-in-one command center for crypto trading. Track your portfolio, monitor the markets, stay ahead, all in one place. From chaos to clarity, from struggle to success. BB Terminal.